In order your amal to be accepted, you need taqwa. You see, it's not just a matter of doing good deed and saying, I have done a good deed. If it's not accepted by Allah, it's no use. Shaitan had hundreds and thousands years of ibadah. कितने लाखों सालों की हजारों साल की इबादत थी लेकिन वो कबूल नहीं हुई तो आप कोई फायदा दे रही है इबादत उसको. It's not giving any benefit to him. It's lost. So Allah said in the Quran, Allah only accepts the amal of the muttaqeen. Other people, if they do something, it might not be accepted by Allah. So in order for your amal to be accepted, you need taqwa. And he said, taqwa is key to Allah's love. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Inna Allah yuhibbul muttaqeen. If you want Allah to love you, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, adopt taqwa. And in another verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهُ. So taqwa and sunnah are the same thing. Following Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his life, and taqwa is the same thing. Taqwa comes from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's his lifestyle. It is his way of life. That is taqwa. But other name is sunnah. So you see in the Quran, it's both things are mentioned. If you want Allah to love you, in one verse it said follow sunnah. In another verse Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said if you have taqwa, your amal will be accepted. And he said taqwa of Allah is the key to companionship of Allah the Most High. Every person feels very honored. I sat with the president. I sat with the queen. Queen invited me to Buckingham Palace. I sat with the MP. They boast. But imagine Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Inna Allah ma'alladhina taqaw walladhina muhsin. Allah is with those who have taqwa and of those who are good doers. You have the companionship, the lovable and the companionship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So here, and may Allah include us and yourself amongst those who have taqwa and who have drawn near unto Allah with the whole being. Thus no preoccupation has diverted them from Allah. Imam Ahmad Idris said that no preoccupation have diverted these salihin, muttaqeen from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No money, no wife, no children, no job, no love of fame or honor. Nothing diverts them from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, outwardly or inwardly, and through his solitude Allah has taken them as his friends. Then Allah has made them as friends. Their love for Allah Most High will be purified in every way. They don't love Allah because they have a good job. I pray 5 times and I've done tahajjud today, Allah give me good, I'm going to interview, but if I don't get an interview, I might as well. What's the use of my prayer? So this person's love is not pure. His love is, he's loving his job, he's loving his own nafs, he's loving his own needs. If my wife's not listening to me, I'm not going to pray because I'm not getting good company in my life. If I'm not getting promotion, if I'm not getting what I want, if I'm not getting any problem, I am going to leave ibadah. So these people actually, on the first hand, they have been doing ibadah for wrong things. Now if they don't get them, they're going to leave them. And they might as well not do it really. Because if they are worshipping other things than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So since their state has become such that when they stand because of Allah and for Allah. ये अल्लाह के औलिया मुत्तकीन की निशानी है कि जब वो उनकी हालत ये है कि वो जब खड़े भी होते हैं यानी कोई काम करते हैं अल्लाह के लिए वो खड़े होते हैं and for Allah and of Allah. अल्लाह की वजह से, अल्लाह के हुक्म की वजह से and for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They do nothing except they do so because of Allah and for Allah. Everything. Both their movement and their being rest are because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the one. Now we come to the process and the means. How to achieve this taqwa. That is the most important thing. And that how to achieve this taqwa. Because if you do not achieve, it's no use learning all this knowledge if you can't achieve it. So as the scholar said that the word saum in Arabic means to stop and abstain. So to achieve taqwa or the state of God consciousness, one needs to train and discipline himself. And fasting in Islam, as I said, is a holistic form. The whole of the person should be fasting, not his stomach only. So let's just take for example, fasting of the tongue. So the fasting of the tongue is not actually the fasting of the stomach. The tongue does not intake food, it's the stomach. So the fasting of the tongue will be to avoid false speech, to avoid riba, to avoid other sins. We tell everybody in detail. Then fasting of the ears actually is to avoid the sins of the ears. We are going to go into some detail inshallah after. Fasting of the eyes similarly, avoiding and looking away and diverting your glances and actually your nazar and your eyes and your sight from what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not want to see, you to see. No matter it's in a TV, no matter it's in a billboard outside, no matter it's in the internet, no matter it's in the news, no matter it is live. Fasting of the hands, actually the sins of the hand. Fasting of the private parts as well, fasting of the stomach, actually, obviously, most people know that anyway. And the fasting of the feet is not to go anywhere. Actually, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not want you to go. So these are the fasting only. So fasting of the individual person. So the fasting of the tongue, now this you need to be careful in Ramadan when you fast. Fasting of the tongue is not actually that you don't eat or anything, but lying, backbiting, slander, honking, used as hope, swearing, false oath. You lost the benefit of fasting if you do that. Second part is not only to avoid a bad thing, but to engage in remembrance of Allah, zikr karo, durood sharif paro, salam paro, naat paro, Allah ke taraf da'wat do. Greatest thing is to invite people towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That was the greatest sunnah. एक बुजुर्ग ने फरमाया कि आप सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की सबसे बड़ी सुन्नत, the greatest sunnah after Rasulullah was to invite people towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. लोगों को अल्लाह की तरफ दावत देना. सबसे बड़ी सुन्नत. Day and night Rasulullah was doing. Concerned when even he was sleeping, he was concerned about this. So now he is spiritually with us, physically. Actually, Rasulullah is not preaching to people. आप दावत नहीं लोगों को देते, so it is our responsibility now, हमारी जिम्मेदारी है that we carry on the mission of Rasulullah. Imagine Rasulullah waiting that I cannot, Rasulullah is not outside with the people now, so he cannot actually tell people what to do, what not to do outside everyone, because that life has gone. Now it is a spiritual life. Although in dreams, in visions, Awliya Allah, Mashayikh, actually like these people, they see Rasulullah get guidance, but not for everyone. So who have to convey the message to others? It is me and you. Now we have to know. So fasting of the eye, first part is to avoid looking at persons of opposite sex with lustful sight, watching such TV programs, magazines, the attraction of the world and the excesses of it, looking at someone's personality, status, or possession with jealousy. Hasad ki nigaah se kisi ki gaadi, kisi ka ghar, to sight a glance like this is also sin. So this is fasting of the eye. Second part, to ponder over the creation. Zameen asman mein gaur karna, ponder over the creation, take lessons. Look at the Quran, look at the earth and the Allah has created, to take lessons from it. Look at when you listen to people, look at the news, what happened, how people are being killed, how people are being lost, how the presidents are becoming servants, kings are becoming beggars, the beggars become king. That is the reality of this world. So a person should not fall for these things. These things change. Look at the people in tsunami disaster, or actually in America. But they say we are under the protection of superpower, but who saved them? It's an unfortunate event that they died, but who saved them? Those people who killed, for 2 weeks their dead bodies lying and swimming in the water. Now, we did not even have the ability, the human being, to take their bodies into graves for 2 weeks. Let aside saving people from their lives. So whoever will rely on anything other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he will be disappointed. And when that disappointment is too late, then actually you really have finished your matter, you lost your chance. So whoever does not abstain from the sins of the eye, this is specifically, I have gone a little bit of detail written from the teachings of the scholar, because people, this is the most sin they commit sometimes, the tongue and the eyes. They can't actually control them. Everywhere they're like radar scanning everything all the time. The heart is dispersed in different directions. A consequence of it has no stability and enjoys no inner peace. Because of the eye, the heart is dispersed. And it doesn't enjoy an inner peace. Because if you see something, then the heart will get it. I can't get it, the heart is dispersed. How can I get it? Why, how would I got that? I wish I had that. All the heart is dispersed on different directions. Neither it is able to mobilize its own power. So when it's wounded, how can it mobilize it towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Or to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Or toward the zikr of Allah? It's already wounded. And a wounded person cannot travel fast.